Listen, guys, I got fooled. I got completely decimated. I voted for Trump. Alright, it was a mistake. Is what I would be saying if I didn't. Honestly, I'm fucking with you. I do not regret voting for Trump, I'm not gonna lie. I'd much rather what's going on right now be going on right now with Trump about to be in office rather than Kamala. Not because she's a woman, not because she's Indian, but because she's the fakest bitch known to man. Well, one of the fakest bitches known to man. And the disingenuousness that was found all throughout her campaign, yeah, there's no way in hell I would have voted for that. I will say I rather would have not voted, to be honest. But I just could not risk her being in office. Now, you've seen my page. Mostly, a lot of my subscribers have came from me posting these shorts and shit. And either y'all just forgot my channel existed and you guys are forgetting that you're subscribed to me. And, or maybe y'all fuck on my videos. Maybe you fuck on my personality. Maybe. But, my point is this. The H1B visa situation, right? So what we have here in this situation is you got Elon Musk and Vivek over here, you know, the Indian that really brought nothing to the table. The Indian that, you know, didn't he get his clout from like, and his money from like a medicine that wasn't even FDA approved, and like he took the money, right? And fuck the side effects that the medicine could have done to people. I ain't even finna get into all that. That shit's been covered. I'm not finna even read Vivek's tweet. But the general idea of Vivek's tweet was that Indians and other immigrants have values that are better than Americans. They don't want to, you know, Indians come over here and they work hard. They don't do sleepovers. They don't, you know, values fucking the jock over Steve Urkel, all that other extra ass projection chud shit that he was talking about. You get some cornball like you know, Elon Musk or Vivek, and you know, they got bullied in high school or they weren't as popular when they were younger. Ain't now, you know, they're popping now. And, you know, more power to them. You know, this happens a lot. And now they're kind of taking that and projecting that. But besides that, you know, the bullshit that Vivek was talking about, we live in a society where the jock and the cheerleaders are valued more than the future engineers and the nerds. And it's just like, when you really think about it, that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know why you are surprised by this. And simply put, it's supposed to be that way because of purely women. Women like the jock. Women are going to choose the jock over the nerd. Like, if you see that fine ass woman that, you know, is fine, she's usually going to choose the buff jock that, you know, he's doing well in school, he's got some head and some street smarts and all that. He's just got that cool factor. He's more confident. He doesn't have acne and shit going on. He doesn't have like a weird limbering gait and all that. Different factors, you know? He doesn't look like Vivek. He doesn't look like Elon. He's not built like either of them. So of course society's going to like them because they're aesthetically pleasing. Of course society's going to look at, you know, even though they're steroid-ridden freaks, they're going to look at the bodybuilders and all that, and they're going to like them. Some people actually think that the steroid-infused bodybuilders are like what it means to be healthy because they're ill-informed. But you can't blame them because it looks good. A lot of people just worry about what looks good. And let me stop rambling. Vivek wants to sit there and act like that Indians, of all people, are some of the smartest people on earth, and they're gonna come over here with their H1B visas and they're gonna do great things that Americans could never do, and all that goofy ass corny shit that's unrealistic. which is just not true, because this is why it's not true. H1B salaries versus average tech salaries. So American versus do not redeem it. Software developer, 86,000 versus 111,000. Like this shit right here, man. You guys are going to get paid less for some shit that Americans should be paid more on. They should be having that work and they're going to be paid more, right? Because it's America. You need an actual real fucking salary to live on. See, the Indians are going to get these jobs and they're going to pile up into one house, right? And they're going to, you know, do what they do over in the third world. They're going to pile up into one house. Have you ever smelled Indians cook? It smells like a fucking farm. It smells horrible. Just a side note. But if we're going to sit here and lie, can we not? Can we fucking not? It's just corny as hell to me. And I don't see any liberals really defending this right here. Because a lot of you liberals are against this right here too. Y'all just don't want to say it. But I see a lot of Republicans and liberals, they're combining forces. Not combining forces, but they're agreeing on this right here. They're like, okay, Elon, Vivek, y'all are fucking tripping. Yeah, they are. But Trump, this is why I said I regret somewhat voting for Trump, because the entire reason I voted for Trump was to get these motherfuckers out of here. Let's get American jobs back to Americans. Let's get people that are not supposed to be here out of here. Let the top fucking coders, software developers, system analysts, project managers, let all those people that are so good leave and stay in their country and make them their country great. Right? Because they get over here and they never look back. They get over here and they do not go back to improve their homeland. Let's cut this shit out. Acting like they're so smart. If they're so smart, their homeland wouldn't smell like shit. But anyway, here's an H1B visa stat for you. Last year, the top 30 H1B visas employers laid off 84,000 people at the same time as they sought 34,000 new H1B foreign workers. This includes firms such as Elon Musk's Tesla. I really wish he would have linked it because I don't like just taking shit for face value, but I found that really interesting. Concerning, look at this motherfucker. America plus Ukraine. Nah, I can stop that shit. Concerning, then, yeah. Immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. That is very much taken out of context. Immigrants that are illegal are poisoning the blood of this country. That are illegal. That are not going through the correct process. Let's get that understood. But mass immigration anyway is pretty bad if we're being real here. Mass immigration at like such an alarming rate, really fast. If it's done within small increments, yeah, it can be good for the country. But when it's just piling everyone the fuck in, no matter their background, no matter what, and they're just giving them new credit lines, giving them loans here and there. I heard out in Chicago, they were giving immigrants impounded cars that had been impounded. They were just giving it to them. We don't get that, especially black people. We don't get that. Been talking about Americans this whole time. We don't get that. Black people definitely don't get no shit like that. See, white people are wigging out right now because they're finally getting a small taste of what it's like to be a nigger. But anyway, back to the meme. Corny shit. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. But yeah, man, that's the video. Trump was over here trying to say he doesn't have a problem with it necessarily. Of course he doesn't. He wants the cheap labor. And it's very ironic because if you want the cheap labor, well, never mind. Politicians lie all the time. But I feel like Trump, I got some hope for Trump. I feel like he's going to not really fully follow through with this. He's gonna definitely get all the illegals out and all the criminals out. I have faith in his border czar Tom Homan. I think we're still on course for a big mass deportation project. Tom Homan was asking for like $100 billion to get this started because of course you're gonna need that. It was either $100 billion. Don't quote me on that. I don't think it was $100 billion. But even if it was 100 billion, let's do it. We sent all that fucking money to Ukraine. We sent all that fucking money to Ukraine. We spent all this money on fucking illegal immigrants, on migrants. And now we're about to spend so much more getting rid of them. It's fucking ridiculous, man.